Oh yeah, what I meant to say was that when I checked the valve lash on all these valves, they were on the low side, but they were all free, including this one. This one was like, I think it was 6 thousandths. And that's just at the bottom end of, I think, for the exhaust valve. That's at the bottom end. It shouldn't be any tighter than that. So what I'm, but you know, it should still be good if it was at the low end. But anyway, what I'm thinking happened is maybe it was not closing all the way, and then carbon started getting built up in between the valve and the seat. And maybe the valve wasn't closing all the way, not getting down to the seat. So it showed okay clearance, you know, up to the low value anyway. And what I'm thinking is after I've got this all cleaned out and I get these valves closing all the way, that it's going to show a tighter clearance to the lifters, between the lifters and the cam lobes. So that'll be something I'll be looking for when I put this back together, because I've got all my measurements written down that I already had before I started tearing this thing apart. And that's another thing that confuses the hell out of me. I checked the compression before I started messing with anything, and I didn't get into any of the internals of the engine. I just adjusted the carbs and messed with the TCI box mainly for as far as the engine running. So I'm wondering why all of a sudden I've got really bad compression in all the cylinders, a lot different than what I had when I first took the compression reading. And I'm wondering maybe there was a bunch of stuff built up, or oil sat down into the rings and maybe hardened up and helped seal things or something, or no. Well, geez, I don't know. Maybe the valves were gummed up and they had better compression. Nothing makes sense to me. I don't know. I was thinking the pistons maybe were bad. I hope the pistons aren't bad. I can't really check it except for compression after I do these valves. I can look at the cylinder walls and they're not all that bad. But I don't know if you can see them. Someone said they saw some cross hatching in there. I didn't look that close, but I don't know. I hope this valve deal does it. I hope I'm not got bad rings and stuff like that, bad pistons, because I think I'm going to shit can it if I do. Well, when I was just talking about that, I started thinking, man, why aren't I checking this piston? I think I've been hoping that the pistons weren't bad so much that I talked myself into not even looking at them. And then I started thinking, I'm going, what the hell's my problem? Why aren't I looking in here? Pretty obvious. It was blowing smoke for a while when I was riding it. Look at all that space between the piston and the cylinder wall. I don't know if we can see that reflection back there. Anyway, I just tried to put a 1/2 mil wire in there because I mic'd it up, and that wouldn't fit. So I smashed down the wire. I don't know if I can hold all this. I smashed down this wire down to about 0.25, and it very easily goes in between the piston and the cylinder wall all the way down to the first ring. I don't know how well you can see that. It goes down to the first ring easy. Oh, I got it flattened a certain way. I got to hit it from another direction. So I do believe I got way too much clearance. So it's probably blowing lots of compression out of there. Son. So this thing, I don't think I want to try to find pistons and split these cases. I know somebody who has another. I forget. I don't know. I'm not sure what year it is. I think it's the 1200. I don't know him, but I know it's available. At least I believe it's still available. Thinking about just maybe getting that, but I can't guarantee that that engine's good either. As far as the pistons, but I don't understand why at 26,000 these pistons would be that sloppy. Well, first of all, I got to check the book for what clearances need to be, and then I'll start thinking about, because I think it's supposed to be just a couple of thou. This is going to be like a lot of thou. Half mil is how many thou? I forgot.